As we continue our journey discussing and learning about our important research advances in ALS on this campus, an important but not final stop is actually the clinical trial and the efforts that are led by Dr. Jim Karas and his colleagues. Jim is the director of our ALS Multidisciplinary Center here and leads our overall effort in translating discoveries into the improvement of care of individual patients. Jim, tell us a little bit about your important activities here in the center.
Well, we do a lot of different things, and one of the things we really take pride in is taking a look at research in multiple different areas throughout the course of ALS. So we are doing research here on the very basic end, which we've already talked about today, but also on improving diagnostic techniques and then eventually in treating patients. And we actually have patients that are involved in all three of those kinds of projects, so they see the whole thing, which we feel like is just great for patients to be able to participate in that kind of endeavor. One of our goals is to have all of our patients be able to participate in research that they want. We think that's an important part of instilling hope in a disease that's often considered to be hopeless. So people can participate in sort of the high end, which would be a clinical trial, but they could also participate in something where they're just answering questions about the natural history of the disease in an area that hasn't been studied well. So we have all different kinds of things people can do.
I think just talking to some of your staff before we came into this particular room, it's clear to me that you all are really inspired by your patients.
Absolutely. We have very altruistic people. They are fighting, and it's easy to be inspired by them.
So how often do you get a chance to interact with your basic science colleagues like Dr. Milligan?
Very frequently. We talk about once a week, and we meet about once a month. We talk about the experiments that are going on in the mice. And while we're doing that, we're thinking about things that are going to be applicable to humans. So for instance, one of the trials involves a muscle biopsy. So the muscle biopsies will be of the neuromuscular junctions in specific, and we're beginning to look at what's happening in the humans so that we'll be able to match it with the data we have in the ALS mouse model.
That's fantastic. Thanks for all the great work you do.
Thank you.
In closing, I hope we can all agree that the Wake Forest Baptist program in research, education, and patient care in ALS is truly amazing. It's a classic example of the medical center fulfilling its mission of improving health in the region, state, and nation by promoting world-class discovery, training the next generation of leadership educationally, and providing world-class patient care. I cannot think of a better single example, an example we need to emulate throughout the medical center.